I'm taking the advice of AJ that I need to start explaining the trades up front. And the reason I don't really go into too much detail during the trade is it requires so much focus in order to manage the position. So I'm going to give a quick, 1 minute run through of what I was looking at for the trades that I took today. First one was Honeywell, HON. I had this rally here, and then it began to roll a bit, and so I basically shorted the break of this big candle, big down candle here at 59.76, and you can see here with this huge candle here, it didn't make a higher high, and it came inside the Bollinger Band, so just put that trade on, gave it a shot, but it went sideways for a bit, so I just got out, with a 6 cent loss. And then the next one was Dow Chemical. Um, it was in this range, this morning range, and the tape looked pretty good in here. And the swing high was 45.30, so you had matching highs here and here. And so when it cleared it on this run, the candle looked pretty strong. I normally don't like candles that close the high, but I gave it a shot anyway. Bought it at 45.37. Saw pretty quickly that it was rolling, so just cleared it out for a 7 cent loss, which is pretty good because it went much lower from where I got out. And the next one was ICE. Okay, ICE again. You kind of had this trend going up here. It made this spike high. Volume was pretty decent up here, so I figured that it was going to roll. And I shorted it prior to the break of the 10-period moving average because I figured if it could break it, then it would get some juice, which it did. And we got a pretty good exit here as it was close to the low of this down move. The next one was Tyco. This was an absolute debacle. I pretty much blew this one. Same sort of setup as Tyco, right? You have this blow off top here. It starts to roll. Shorted here, which was a good short. Never violated the high of the previous 5-minute bar, so I should have held this thing from 42.66 down to at least 42.25 or so, which is like the quarter increment. But I put on 2 bad trades, jumped the gun twice, and they got me. So I need to bring a little more focus with that. And my last one was CRL, which is a really good trade. I saw it breaking this swing high here at 64.47. That 50 cent increment at 64.50. So I bought a break of that. It jumped right up to 65. I was hoping it would cut through 65, but it started to stall out, so I exited the trade, which was a good exit as it just rolled over. But as you can see, it kind of had this gap here that it filled. So I was thinking, all right, if we can clear 65, we should at least go to 65.25 and possibly beyond, but it just didn't have it in it, so I cleared it out. That's basically it. All right. I guess from here on, you can just watch the live video. Take care. Fill it at 45.37 on this.
Order filled.
That wasn't acting properly. That was a good. All right, here we come.
Order filled.
All right, filled at 76 basically.
Order filled.
Yeah, it wasn't just moving in my favor quickly enough, so just figured get out of it. Spread just opened up like crazy. See what this thing can do here.
Order filled.
All right, 177.89. So that was a pretty good trade. Probably gonna go much lower, but I don't want to get too.
Order filled.
Okay, filled is at 42.66. Okay, what do you want to stop this thing out?
Filled.
Yeah, this wasn't acting right. Tape looked like it wanted to speed up a little bit in the opposite direction, so we just covered it before it hit there.
Order filled.
Filled is at 57. $14.50 is going to be huge. A lot of sell orders here, though.
Order filled.
If you put the order out there, they'll go get it. That's for sure. That's why you should never show your orders. I don't know why I did that. You show your orders, they go get them.
Order filled.
Alright, we're in at 64.52.
Order